Hey everybody, I wanted to interject really quickly here. I know that there's been some glitching issues with my videos lately. I'm fully aware. I'm really sorry. There's nothing I can do about the videos that are already up, and the next couple videos that I have are pre-filmed. I have purchased a brand new router so that my uploads can go more quickly and more smoothly. I have a new memory card, and I'm doing my best to rectify the situation. But with that said, if the next 2 or 3 videos you see that glitching, I know, I'm so sorry. I cannot go back and fix the things that are already done and already uploaded, but I'm doing my best to do what I can to fix it now. It's not cheap to fix these kind of things. It's not easy because I am not a super savvy tech kind of person, but I'm doing my best. I apologize. I'm sorry. Please don't leave me a bunch of mean comments. I know. I'm gonna fix it. Okay. All right. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Amanda here, and today we're doing a little try-on style Ulta haul. I recently picked up a few new drugstore items from Ulta, and I thought it would be fun if we looked at what I decided to buy and also tried it on, see how it actually works. This isn't an overwhelmingly huge haul. I did pick up 6 new items. So we have some things from L'Oreal, Maybelline, and Milani. I am wearing all of these items, obviously, but as we go along talking about them, I'll show you the process of me actually applying them. Let's start with a concealer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I purchased the shade Ivory 330. This was actually pretty pricey. This is priced at $13.49 US, which is a lot for a drugstore concealer, especially considering this tube looks really huge. The component itself is quite big, but there's only about 1/3 of a fluid ounce in here, so it's not like you're getting, you know, a foundation's worth of product. But there is a pretty decent shade range here. There were 25 colors available. I feel like I got a pretty decent match. The applicator here really reminded me of the Shape Tape concealer, which I was not a fan of. So I did decide to go pretty easy on this. I didn't put a whole bunch of concealer under my eyes. I really wanted to use a light hand if this is anything like Shape Tape. As I was applying it, I found that it blended out pretty nicely. It didn't dry up super quickly, so I didn't have to just apply a little bit and then blend and then move to another part of my face, which I did find that I needed to do that with Shape Tape. The finished product with this L'Oreal concealer looks pretty decent. It's not quite hydrating enough for me. The finish is okay. The coverage is pretty good. I'd say this is a medium. You could probably build it up to a full coverage. Overall, I wasn't hating it, but I didn't really love it either. This isn't going to become my new favorite concealer or anything. This was just sort of okay for me. Next, let's talk about this gel cream blush from Maybelline. This is called Cheek Heat. It's priced at $7.99 US, and there are 6 shades available. I decided to get shade number 15, Nude Burn. I did like the texture of this. This truly is a very gel feeling type of cream blush. I just applied it with my fingers. It blended in pretty nicely, but it just sort of blended away from me. I found myself trying to build this up more and more, and I suppose it's kind of my fault. It does say right here on the tube, it's a sheer gel cream blush, and they are not lying about that. This is very sheer. It basically just blended away to nothing on my cheeks, and if I'm gonna go through the trouble of applying a blush, especially something like a cream style product that does take a little bit more work versus just dipping a brush into a powder and sweeping it on, then I want it to actually show up. So unfortunately, the Cheek Heat is just kind of a miss for me. I would much rather stick to other cream blush products that I love a lot more, like my Salt New York Cream Tint Pro or the ColourPop blush sticks. Something in that realm is just gonna give me more of what I'm looking for, but I can't really fault the product too much because it does warn me that it's sheer. I just didn't listen. I did not heed the warning, so at least they were honest about it, but this just isn't for me. The next cheek product is from Milani. It's their baked highlighter. This is priced at $10.99. Man, these drugstore prices are going up. I guess Milani's always been a little bit higher price point, but at least this one is well worth it. I got the shade 110 Dolce Perla. This does come in 4 different shades. This just glided on so beautifully. I'm sure if I did a second layer, I could go really, really crazy with the glow. I love the illuminating look this gives me. It's super soft, just very pretty. It's a very pretty highlighter. So this baked highlighter is a smash hit for me. Absolutely recommend. I would even pick up another shade of this highlighter, even though I really like the one I chose. I just enjoy this product so much that I would probably go back for more of these baked highlighters. Next up from Milani again is the Ludicrous Lip Gloss. This one's priced at $8.99 and it does come in 12 different shades. I decided to go with shade number 130 Teen Spirit. There's not too much to say about this. It feels good. It's not too sticky. It feels nice and hydrating on my lips. I love a good nude lip gloss and this is just giving me exactly what I want. Even though this is probably not that exciting as far as new products go because we all have seen a million lip glosses come and go, but this one worked really well for me and I like it. Next up we have an eyeshadow palette. This also comes from Milani. This is the Gilded Rouge palette. It's priced at $19.99. There's another version in the same shape and size called the Gilded Noir palette. There are 16 eyeshadow shades in here and this does have a nice little mirror as well. Let's take a look at me applying this eyeshadow. I'll do a little voiceover tutorial style. Then I'll get into more of my thoughts on this palette. Let's take a look inside the Gilded Rouge palette. Now I'm going straight into the shadows. I already primed my eyes, so I'm just using this shade Hush Hush to set my eye base. Then I'm gonna use Peach Fuzz as my transition shade. So I'm really lightly building that into the crease area. And I also added some of that along my lower lash line since I do want a smokier lash. I like a little transition down there as well. Next, I'm using the shade Rosé Soirée and I'm just going back over that transition area. I do want to play with some colors in this look, so I'm going to Buy the Glass next. I first tried to build that on the outer part of the eye with a little fluffy brush, but I really wasn't getting the color payoff I wanted, so I decided to go in and just apply that directly with my finger. That way I could really get some good depth and some opacity. I really want this to be a purple look, so I needed this purple to really show up. I also dragged that down along the lower lash line too. Next, I'm taking the shade Ethereal on my pinky finger and trying to build that up on the inner corner. This didn't really show up super well for me. Next, I'm using Avec Moi. This is probably one of the best shades in this palette, applied really nicely with the finger. It's definitely got a good shift, a good shine. I'm really happy with this one. Just went back with a little bit more Rosé Soirée to blend everything out. Then I curled my lashes and added this new Maybelline the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. I wanted to show you the application since this is one of my new items, and I decided to show you a side-by-side, so one eye with no mascara and then one eye with one coat of this Maybelline the Lash Lift. That way you can really see sort of a demonstration of what this product is capable of. I think it looks good. I definitely ended up doing 2 layers just to get a little bit more of a standout lash, especially with a slightly darker eyeshadow. Overall, I'm happy with how my whole eye look turned out. It didn't end up wearing for very long, but it does look pretty. It does have colors that I love, a lot of different textures and finishes, so I like it. I just don't love it. I definitely have some mixed feelings about this palette. I really like this layout. I like the shade selection in here. Of course, I could do without these glitters. I feel a little bit duped because there was nothing about glitters. These were referred to as like foiled finish, which, I mean, they aren't super chunky glitters like the ColourPop ones. They're more fine glitter, sort of like the Huda Beauty ones. But regardless, I would much rather have foily metallics than glittery shadows. And overall, I just felt like the quality was very inconsistent. Some of the shades were really, really soft and creamy and super pigmented, and then others just felt super dry. For example, the purple that I used all over my lid, Avec Moi, was really soft and beautiful. And then Ethereal, which I used in my inner corners, was super dry. I felt like I really had to dig in there to get any sort of payoff. I don't mind the fact that the mattes are actually satins. They're really blendable, and I felt like they looked good on the eye. I don't know if you can tell, but I just applied this eye makeup within the past hour, and I already feel like it's wearing off. See what I'm saying? Like right here, it just looks like it's already coming off. So I want to like it. In theory, I like it, but it just didn't perform well enough, especially not for a $20 drugstore palette. I'm not writing off these Milani palettes, but this was sort of a mixed bag for me. The last product in my haul is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. This was also priced at $10.49 US, which, man, these prices are just creeping up. I know things are getting more high quality at the drugstore, but $11 for a drugstore mascara just feels like a lot to me. Maybe I'm off base there, I don't know. I feel like I need to wear it more than once to really decide how I feel about it. I will say I like the brush on here, and I do think that my lashes look nice, but I already noticed on first use that this formula feels quite dry, so I'm a little bit worried about how quickly this will dry out. Typically, when you first open a brand new mascara, the mascara itself is really, really wet, and then after you've had it open and used it for a couple times, it sort of gets to that sweet spot. I'm worried about how quickly this will dry out because this does feel like a super dry formula. But on the other hand, I know some people hate really wet mascaras, so maybe this will be perfect for you. No verdict on the mascara yet. I do need to use it for a while longer, but so far my lashes look good, so I can't really complain. My absolute favorite thing that I picked up is this baked highlighter from Milani. Really love this. Super excited to use this again and again. This is the biggest hit from my haul for sure. Most disappointing product was the Maybelline Cheek Heat. This is just too sheer for my liking. If you like a super, super light, like no makeup look, then maybe this will be the product for you, but it's just not doing it for me. So this is the most disappointing. That was a fun little haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Just trying out some new things with me. I would love to hear if you've picked up any new products recently. What's new at the drugstore that's intriguing you? I'm always looking for suggestions for new products to test out for you guys. Leave all your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. What? This is obviously, hold on, isn't gonna move up to be my new spoiler alert, spoiler alert. There is another version that's in this same shape. Cheek heat. How are they gonna call this cheek heat? I don't even look a little flushed. It's not hot. Okay. Queen of Rambles. That's my new title. Okay, it's about to start storming. I just got a call that my kids' school is closing literally in 15 minutes, so I have to go now. Mom life. You feel me? Okay, bye.